Luke 9 and verse 62. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Infinite praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Peace and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. The title of this lesson is going to be, Hey there, big head Israelites. And you may or may have not heard that phrase before, hey big head, or hey there, big head. And that's commonly what women that they might have once messed with a man, and then they disappear for a while, and then they pop out of the woodwork, and they'll hit you with a text that says, hey there, big head, or hey big head, to basically try to get back in your life. But here it is, all this time done gone by. You done gone through so many trials. You might have a new woman that actually is loyal, and that woman is there for you. She's been there for you through thick and thin. So when that woman that's abandoned you tries to come back, you're going to think to yourself, man, the hell with this bitch. You did me dirty, bitch. So applying it to this truth, a lot of these Israelites, man, and a lot of these jakes out there, they fell out this thing some time ago. Could have been years ago. All right. Not just referring to the man recently, Chazak, that had been in from the old One West school, who's now teaching with Fopi, which Fopi's a known false prophet, man. And that dude's judgment is just waiting to happen any day now. So you come back and you link up with a guy like him, it shows that, you ain't in the right spirit, and we can see it. But just applying it to anybody, the Lord is looking for those that have been with him through these ups and downs, through these tribulations, fought through, You don't get to just pop up after the sheep needed to be fed. If it was up to a man like him, the sheep would have starved to death a long time ago. If it was up to a lot of men, the sheep would have starved a long time ago. You see? But that's why the Lord raised up diligent men, starting with our apostles of Great Millstone, the elders and the brothers, the bishops on down. All right, all you diligent brothers out there, the Lord raised up the real men that he's dealing with in order to teach his flock in truth and sincerity, because that's how you show the love for the Lord. All right, that's how the love is displayed. A lot of people say, oh, I love this, I love that. Yeah, I love you, man. But the best way to show love is with your actions. John 21 and 15. So when they had dined, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my lambs. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? So in Peter's mind, he's like, Lord, you trying to say I don't love you? Like, are you implying that I don't love you? Why do you keep asking me that? I love you. And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua saith unto him, feed my sheep. You could say you love the Lord. And even then, he knew Peter loved him. And he knew Peter was a servant of the Most High and himself, all right, being the Lord. But he told him this so that we can see this example, and that it could be a reminder to the whole church that the way to love the Lord, to show that you love the Lord, is not just with lip service, but with feeding his sheep, doing the work, man. And if you put your hand to the plow, like we just read, and you fall out, that means you don't love the Lord. That means you despise the Lord because you didn't want to take care of his flock. You see? Who is the flock? Ezekiel 34 and 31. It says, and ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord Yahweh. The men of the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? Look, read the 30th verse. In case you say, well, all men, Christians, pop their head out like a groundhog on Groundhog Day. It's all men. And all men may praise God. But where does it say here? Thus shall they know, this is the 30th verse. Thus shall they know that I, Yahweh, their power, am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people, saith the Lord Yahweh. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord is dealing exclusively with the men that are truly in the spirit, starting with our apostles, right? The men that preceded us, the men that have been there, the men that have put in the work. And through us, you women out there, you got to go through the servants of the Lord to be connected to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. Well, whatever you may be, you may have a husband. If your husband is not in the truth, you're supposed to stay with that man. And you're supposed to be plotting to leave him so you can get with a man of the Lord. No, stay with your husband. And the Lord will determine, hey, the Lord, the scripture says that through your belief, you can sanctify an unbelieving husband, And if he ain't right and he's not of the elect, the Lord is eventually going to destroy him. He's going to get the chip or whatever, what have you. Now if he's telling you to go ahead and go get this chip or pushing you to get the jab, then you know what you got to do. But outside of that, you got to rock with that man, But the point being, you got to do to your best of your ability, support the ministry. I know I'm getting a little sidetracked, but it came up. But the point being that his flock of his pasture is the men, and that's who we're supposed to be teaching. All right, that's who we're supposed to be preaching to. All right, Amos 5, we'll get straight to it. That's Amos 5 and 20. Hold on. Hold on, which scripture is it? I think it might have been. I think I probably was looking right at it. I know it's Amos the 5th chapter. Yeah, it's 5 and 10. There it is. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. So when we're teaching this truth, you're gonna get hatred. You're gonna deal with sorrow. He to multiply. Yeah, let me grab that real quick too. Let's see. Increaseth sorrow. Let's see. I think that's how it was phrased. Yep. Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. For much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Now, a lot of men come into this truth thinking shit is sweet. Oh, I'm an Israelite. I'm a son of God, and the whole world is just going to embrace me, and I'm just going to be singing the songs and doing the dances and getting with all types of women, and I'm going to get clout for being a teacher. And when they find out that this truth is about suffering, that we're supposed to put on Yahweh Shai and his suffering, that's when a lot of men check out, you see, because that's a feminine trait, because women desire to be in a comfortable situation, which it naturally all of us do, but especially women. Men are geared more so towards being able to suffer, to go through rough things and to be built up by it. Whereas the same thing that a man goes through, a woman will be destroyed by it. You see? So it's different hell for each of us. But the point being that when you increase in this knowledge, you increase in sorrow. And a lot of times that sorrow is too much for men to bear. So they call it quits. And ultimately, if the Lord doesn't want you, if you're a reprobate and the Lord has rejected you, he's not going to make a situation to where you're able to teach his truth. He might make an economic situation, which really there's no excuse, no way, no how, but the Lord will deal with you to the point where he'll take care of your finances if you're sincere in this thing. Even though you'll go through ups and downs, eventually he'll put you in a position to where you're not super struggling so much and you're able to have some stability to where you can teach this truth and be consistent. But sometimes the Lord will overthrow you because you ain't right in the spirit anyways. And then you already were looking for an out anyways. And then the financial thing comes in. And then you're like, man, I'm suffering, man. Like, I ain't making no money. I'm doing it. It's the truth. And then they blame the truth, instead of blaming themselves, for whatever it might be, whether it is being lazy or just not, having faith, just not believing in the Lord to put them in a better position. So they fall out. A lot of them sell out. All right. And even if they don't sell out, they just go and do something else that's questionable, to make money, something strange for some change in order to, make ends meet. So a lot of times it's tied in with money, and a lot of they're just tired of suffering and being in the low point all the time. Like, man, the hell with this. I'm tired of this. The Lord ain't coming no way. I don't see no promise being fulfilled. But, now you're going to try to pop back around, and the Lord is not going to deal with you, man. All right. Ezekiel, it was 12. Let me just get straight to the point. Close this out. Ezekiel 12:25. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. And a lot of men, they don't believe this, all right? They could say they believe it, but if you did believe this, then why wouldn't you keep preaching this word, this message? Why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? Because there's a glory that comes with the men that taught this truth and that prophesied, and all the glory goes to the Lord. But ultimately, he's going to give his men fame and praise, man, And we're in it because we fear the Lord, and ultimately it's because the Lord has the Spirit on us to do it. But as we meditate on the benefits of being in this truth, we see that the time of trouble, we're going to be in a great position. We're in the best position out of anybody because we've kept our integrity. We're not tied in with any 501c3, whatever. We're able to preach the word without any boundaries to it, raw, 100%. It's just like honey. The raw, unfiltered honey is the best kind. You see? But the point being, all right, I'm going to read this again. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. And he says his word through his servants, the prophets. So a lot of men, you're going to come through trying to pop back in, pop back in on the Lord like a dirty hoe, like an ex that just abandoned a man a long time ago, and then he's in a great position. He's getting ready to get that victory. He's getting ready to win, and then you want to just slide. You just conveniently pop right back up. Ain't that a bitch? You see? But hey, the Lord, of course, sees right through you, men, because he set you up to fall like this, and we see right through you, men, as well, through the spirit of discernment. All right. Again, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesieth of the times that are far off. And there's many men like this. Some men, literally the 11th hour, and they're falling off. They don't see the benefit in this, man. So if you turn your back on the Lord, don't even think about coming back around. Don't even think about coming back to us, man. Now if the Lord, you might have to just do your own thing at that point. But if the Lord deem it necessary to have mercy on you, then more power to you. But hey, man, you're trying to be the one of a billion, basically. The infinitesimally small percentage of being that one guy. All right. And if you have that mentality, and you want to tempt the Lord ain't dealing with you anyways, man. And now that they see, these fallout guys, they see like, damn, prophecy's heating up. You see what's going on in the Middle East, man. Everybody can see it. And who's the only ones that really has the answers? Who's the only ones that's really blowing the trumpet? We are. They want to say that this is a time of far off, man. So they think that, well, hey, it is 50 years from now. I'm going to just do my thing for like 20 years, 10, 15, 20 years, and then, I'll pop back in when the time, hey, the Lord is merciful, man. Yeah, the Lord. And they start to, Satan gets in their mind, and they start to reason and try to justify things that's unjustifiable. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh. You see? So, hey, the word of the Lord will not be prolonged, man. It's here. It's happening. And we're extremely blessed and grateful to see these times, all right? And the men that fell out, don't try to come back around now and act like you've been with it the whole time, man. Because there's a lot of brothers that was hungry for this. And if it was up to you, we would still be in the world, man. We would be getting ready to be destroyed. So the Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for setting up the true men, the apostles, the elders, the brothers, the sincere men out there that have pushed this truth, and for putting the spirit on us to be in this truth and push as well. All right. Lord's will, we endure into the end, and Lord's will is edifying. So with that, call halal Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rachak Wadash. One last point, one last point just came into my mind. The scripture says in Isaiah 30, thine eyes shall see thy teachers. But if you haven't been around and you haven't been making yourself known, how can you be fulfilling that? You ain't the teachers, man. So again, all praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rachak Wadash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect.